Nick and Daniel. We really do appreciate it. We find this to be exciting times for the PGA of Bermuda, as well as for Bermuda. At this time, I would like to acknowledge our special guest, which is the Deputy Premier, the Honorable Derek Burgess. Thank you for coming.
Active.
Minister of Youth and Sports, the Honorable Glenn Blakeney. And obviously, rounding out the trio and bringing some beauty to the whole season, Minister of Business Development and Tourism, the Honorable Chief Myers. Now it's a great pleasure to introduce to you the President of the Bermuda Professional Golfers Association, Brian Morris.
Thank you very much, Alex. I'd like to thank the ministers. Thank you guys so much for coming. We really do appreciate it. Alex is, oh my gracious, just wrote this out in Portuguese. So I'm gonna have to make it. So,
That's my president.
first of all, as president of the BPGA, I set out with a goal at the beginning of the year that we were going to put everything into the World Cup. We wanted to make sure that our players represent Bermuda, represent the BPGA, had a honest and fair chance of qualifying, which is huge, which could be huge not just for Bermuda, but for the association as well. We formed a committee, and I must say they worked tirelessly. They worked awfully hard. It was a long process, but we did manage to pick the team that the BPGA and all our members felt was our best team. So I'd have to say thank you first of all to Alex Medeiros, Mr. Alan Lindo, and Mr. Keith Smith. So thank you very much, gentlemen. I am really excited to have Daniel and Nick representing, once again, not just Bermuda, but the Bermuda Professional Golfers Association. They are two young members, guys who've just been around for a couple of years. I actually think Nick's a rookie. This is his first year as a member of the BPGA. And once again, we wanted to make sure that, you know, we offer our youngsters opportunity. We believe that we build careers one swing at a time, and that's not just for the club professionals who don't get a whole bunch of accolades because we're behind the scenes doing our members, and generally we don't play well. That's my excuse anyway. But our thing is to get our youngsters out there, get our members out there, and give them a chance. Qualifying for the World Cup could open doors for them as individuals. So I wish them personally the best of luck. I believe in the committee that picked them. I support the reasons and the process of how they picked them. So good luck to Nick and Daniel. I want them to know that represent Bermuda in Venezuela, they have three choices. They have to represent Bermuda, they have to represent the Bermuda Professional Golfers Association, and they also need to represent themselves. This goes a long way. Golf, I've always believed that it's a gentleman's sport. You guys just conduct yourselves well, stick to your plans, practice hard, you play hard, and you'll be amazed that if you stick at something long enough, you have patience, that good things will come to you. I was always told, good things come to those who wait. And I believe you guys won't have to wait as long as I do. but at the end of the day, patience is the key. So, you know, you have a wonderful opportunity. And once again, it's from the bottom of my heart, I wish you guys the best.
You're Portuguese that bad. If you have not met Nick and Daniel, let me bring them up and introduce them to you. Let's bring up Nick Jones, he's the closest here. And Daniel Augustus. I also want to just acknowledge and say say what Brian had to say. Without the sponsors, this would not be possible. You know, the association does not have a lot of money to keep spending out all of the time. We don't do a lot of fundraisers like we should do, and I think we're going to get better at that. But at the same time, you know, this is going to open doors for these young fellas. They're going to be playing against some of the top players in the world. So if they make it to, or when they make it to Mission Hills, China, they will be in the elite class. And I don't know, I don't really want to frighten you and throw money at you, but I know in 2009 when Italy won it, because that was when the last time it was played, each player got $875,000 for efforts. So it's not a bad goal to go for. 29 under par was the winning score. Today, I know it's a different golf course, but you did 7 under for 9 holes, so I'm pretty sure we can improve on that, and you know, I think that's a good start. So we're very encouraged, but thank you sponsors again for that, for your support. And now it gives me the opportunity to bring up our guest speaker, Mr. Deputy Premier, Honorable Derek Burgess.
Thank you, Brother Alex. I know that our Premier, Paula Cox, would have loved to be here tonight to give these words, but she's off island and she's asked me to come because, as she would tell you, I'm the best golfer in the government.
I believe that.
I want to thank the PGA for what you do in Bermuda. Without you, we won't have these two fine gentlemen. In fact, I come here Saturday mornings to hit golf balls, and I see the youth program that you have on Saturday mornings, and I'm just asking your permission, would you include two of my colleagues, Minister Blake and Minister Minus, could they join in the program on Saturday morning so they can try to get some basics of the game, you know, because they certainly need it. Sincerely, I really want to thank the PGA and also the sponsors, because without sponsors, it makes the government's task a little difficult. And we just hope we can get some more sponsors so you may call upon us. But certainly we're going to do all we can to assist, because we're on the map. We've been on the map. I can remember way back the days of Lee Zingham, Pete Smith, Early Jones, and Peter Tucker's boys, you know. And even used to call him Joe Brown. But as I think one of the magazines said many years ago, Louis Munners was the best weekend golfer in the world. And I certainly believe that has been a kid in mid-ocean. Those battles that used to go on Thursday afternoons and Sunday afternoons, you know, with Louis Bees and the Alan Brown, there's boys, there's some rock boys. They used to play some golf at mid-ocean. I can remember that, just a young boy, not many years ago. So, those things I don't forget. And I can remember Keith Smith running around the course, got to be up by 9 o'clock, and you know, Early Jones and that crowd. Yeah, there's some good times. Butch Lindo, yeah. Butch Lindo was a member of Castle Howard, one of the first Castle Howard. But there's some great golfers that has come out of this country. And then with these two young fellas, I really want to thank their families, because it shows by their deportment that the families have done a great job with these guys. I see Daniel more than Nick, and every time I see him, he's very polite, the gentleman. And you don't get that today. Even as good as he is, he still gives you that respect. And I know, knowing earlier, I don't know his mother that well, but I know that he's done a good job with his young fellows. So these are good examples for us. And I just wish many of our young folks can emulate what the parents of these two fellows have done. And I feel proud. I have no doubt that they will do well for us whilst playing and while they're not playing. They will represent Bermuda well. I just hope they have Bermuda written on their golf bag early and just put them in Bermuda. But again, I want to thank you after today's 7 unders. And I know you guys are just playing today because they tell me you thought I was coming and you were saving the best, but I know how to push you boys. You probably came in 14 under, but I'm sorry I couldn't make it. But again, I want to thank you, congratulate you. I know you guys will do well for Bermuda. Again, you got the government's full support. Thank you.
Read Portuguese as well. I'd just now like to take this opportunity to bring one of the sponsors up, Mr. Steve. Okay, Joe Caloro is pointing at you first from Red Laser. We want to say a quick few words.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for coming out. I just want to clarify 2 things.
One, now that I know these two young gentlemen have the potential to get possibly $800,000. I want to say that it wasn't sponsorship, it was actually a loan. The other thing is, that gentleman in the pink shirt, I've never known him, I don't know where he gets anything about. We've known each other for years, it's complete myth. But no, seriously, it's a real pleasure for us to have an opportunity. These hard times, it's difficult to find things that fit into what you want to do and find the funds to be able to sponsor these guys. When Alex came to us and said that Brian was behind him in his decision to sponsor, I couldn't think of a better cause. And with Steve and the guys, Mike Zimmerman, Kevin Chance on board as well from Keene, I can't see how you guys, with the skill that you have and everybody behind you, your family, your friends, the government, I can't see how you guys going to do well. And I thank all of you for giving us the opportunity to sponsor you guys. Thank you.
Okay, so I'll invite any questions to our World Cup players, if anybody's got any.
Have you guys done some research on the golf course you're going to be playing down in?
We've done research on the weather, and it's pretty much the same here, so here, same temperature. We don't know the altitude yet. I was trying to look at the course, but we both hit it long, and so hopefully it's long and have the advantage, hopefully. Especially coming closer to the event, we will get.
Asking Daddy and Keith, they played it in 1985.
Yeah, that's right.
And I believe Scott played it as well a couple of years ago. So he's got some words of advice as well. And I know it's very difficult to get information on that golf course, believe it or not, from the website, but it looks very challenging. And I know these two players have been playing. I know I'm very excited because I think for the first time we've got an association behind two very good players. And they think they complement each other. And I think, you know, the reports that are going to be coming back on a daily notice, I know I'll be cracking champagne on the that's for sure. And I'll be ready to go to Mission Hills along with the president in November when they qualify. Is there any other questions?
How much training will you guys be doing together in preparation?
Well, I actually leave. I leave Friday, but Daniel's going to be here playing. I'm actually going to go. We play today at Belmont Hills. Tomorrow we're going to play Port Royal together and play more like a team event. We're going to play.
Just try and get used to playing with each other and learn each other's games. But being that we both have very similar golf games, it would be very difficult for us to be able to get used to playing with each other. And knowing that, I believe that, you know, we do not have that much time to practice together, but I know that we can still do well together because me and him do have a good relationship with each other. So then that we should be able to do well, even not being able to play together as much as we would like to.
That's
And we support. Yeah. And the reason for that is because you're going out to try.
Yeah, I'm flying back to the States to prepare myself for the Venezuela trip and also the European Tour qualifier in October.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Daniel, you just recently competed overseas. What was that challenge like?
I played in the Rocky Mountains Open. That was a totally different atmosphere as far as golf goes because we were 9,000 feet above sea level. So playing at that altitude is a totally different golf game. The ball flies at a different velocity. It travels a lot further. I think I did well from the first time playing in the event with a cut. I missed the cut by 4 shots. But as I look back on my run, I only had a few shots per round where I hit really bad shots and it caused me missing the cut. So it was a great experience. I wish I could stay out there more and be able to play in the events overseas more often so that I could reach my potential and also my goal is being a professional golfer on the PGA Tour.
Obviously, Nick, you spend a lot of time in the Florida region playing a lot of golf. What's the difference of playing here as opposed to playing over in Florida?
The conditions are usually a lot easier. They're a lot crisper. You get a much better roll on the ball, especially the greens. And the difference, the wind here in Florida is hardly any wind. It's really calm, really dead. You hit knockdown shots at aim 20 yards left of the green sometimes. You got a 30-mile-an-hour wind or something. Yeah. Anything like that. I mean, there's definitely at least